Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be doing these summer polygel nails, and I'm also going to be doing some summer nail art as well. And this look was really fun to do, and I also tried the matte nails today, which I don't do often just because I prefer shiny nails, but honestly this set matte looks so amazing. So I'm starting off with some base coat. I like to use the Born Pretty 6-in-1 nail glue, and this stuff is amazing. If you haven't seen my previous video, I used only this gel to do the aquarium nails that I did, and you guys love that. So thank you guys so much for so much support on that video. You guys are amazing, and I'm really happy I just pushed through and uploaded that video because it was definitely a little bit of a struggle, but yeah, it was also really fun and I really love them. So if you haven't checked them out, if you haven't checked that video out, I will link it in the description, and I'll also have it in the cards above. So now I'm just applying that gel to my nail tips. These are the extra long clear nail tips from Amazon, and these nail tips are amazing. I have been using these pretty much for like a year now or something. So these nails are absolutely amazing, and they're always available on Amazon if you want to check them out. And I'm just applying those to my nails, and then I'm using the Born Pretty nail lamp to just set those in place. Basically it just cures the gel in place, and I prefer to use the glue over the like actual nail glue that you use. I prefer to use like a gel over nail glue just because it's so much easier to remove. And I have had a bad experience in the past where I accidentally like spill a bottle of glue, and I'm just really scared of making a mess with like nail glue because it's so horrible when you spill a bottle and everything is just ruined. So yeah, I just like to use gel now to cure my tips, and I feel like it works just as well. Just make sure you do some good nail prep. I haven't done that in this video just because I have been doing my nails kind of back to back and I don't want to like damage them. But what I would do is push back my cuticles, remove them, and then buff the shine off my natural nails with a buffer or a sanding band. And that's pretty much how my nails how I would prep my nails, and then I would go in with the steps of applying the nail tips. So once my nail tips are cured, I'm going in with this beautiful like bubblegum slash Barbie pink. Actually it's more of a bubblegum pink polygel from Macart. This is from their House of Florists polygel kit, and it's super beautiful. I have used this a good couple times and I really love this pink shade. I love using Macart when doing polygel nail videos just because I feel like they just have the one of the best shades out there. They have so many different types of shades and glitters and decoration kits. So I really love using Macart. It's just so easy to be able to go on their website and find a color that you need for your collection, or maybe that you can't really find from other brands. And yeah, I just really love Macart. Their formula is also great. I feel like they also have changed up their formula just a little bit, but I'm honestly loving the more softer formula that they've come out with, I believe. So this is the older one. I still have this from like a long time ago. So the formula on this one is a little bit harder, but I did have to end up using base coat today instead of my usual slip solution, just because I've been finding that using base coat is just it makes the polygel a little bit softer. And I used to use base coat all the time when I first started, and when I also was like, I got a little bit better at polygel application, I definitely was using my base coat a lot, and it was really fun to do that today just because it reminded me of those old times. And it also just reminded me as like how easy it was compared to using the slip, which is why I think I stopped using the slip solution with these older polygels at the time. But now that Macart has like changed up their formula a bit, I feel like I'm able to use like the slip a lot more. So what I'm doing on this finger, I really love like the 3-colored ombre on it, and I'm doing pink, like this nude color, and then like a nice shimmery baby blue, which is from the Femi beauty kit. And I'm basically just gonna try to get the color laid down as neat as I can, and where the color will transition, you want to make that little section really thin, and you just want to basically blend the color up. Remove some polygel if you have to, like if you have an excess, because what you don't want to do is drag the color too far up. And because this is a 3 colored ombre, I definitely did not want to bring it too far up, because if I did, that could really make the nail bulky, and it could also interfere with like the transition, I guess, because the nude polygel that I was gonna add was a little bit sheer, so I was worried that if I brought it up too high that it would still show through and the transition wouldn't be as smooth. So I'm definitely making sure to make that little area really thin so that you cannot see it at all. And as you can see, when I'm blending the colors together, they are absolutely seamless and they just blend it together so well. This is a polygel from Vetsy. It was from one of their polygel kits, which I reviewed on my channel, and this one is in shade Hot Cocoa, and I really love the shade. I don't use it enough, but I feel like I don't really like to use it as a nail bed nude kind of color. I love to use it as like a transition shade like this. I feel like it looks so great. And then I'm going in with the Femi Beauty polygel in shade Kawaii Gang, and it's basically a beautiful shimmery blue. It's like a nice baby blue, and it came with her polygel kit. If you are interested to see my review, I did do a review of that kit on my channel, and I will link it down below. So I'm not creating any structure just yet because I will be encapsulating this, so I want this layer to be as thin as I can get it, but as even as I can get it as well, because I don't really want to deal with like a bumpy nail when I'm encapsulating, because that's just not going to save me my filing time. It's just going to be a little bit harder to file. So I'm just making it as thin and as even as I can to the other colors, cleaning up the cuticle area. Of course, make sure that you get that nice and clean and rounded, and then cure the nail in your light for 60 seconds. And then I'm basically going to repeat that to the ring finger, but I'm going to do the reverse colors. So the blue is going to start at the tip, making the pink, putting the pink near the cuticle area. And I did find that because I blended this blue up, I got some of the shimmers in the pink, but I guess because I was going to add matte top coat, it didn't matter too much. But just bear that in mind if you're going to do this nail set like shiny. Like if you was to do this and you got the glitter all in the other colors, it would show. Not that it's a big deal, but just to put that out there. So the base coat that I'm using is the Model 1's base coat. You could also use the Macart base coat as well. I don't think using the base coat of the same brand that using the polygel is gonna make a huge difference, but as long as you have a base coat, I think it will be fine. And as you'll see, it's just making my application so much smoother and so much quicker, because with the slip, I feel like my brush was kind of just not able to push it around as easy, and in some areas it was getting a bit sticky as well. So yeah, I definitely feel like the old Macart formula was like a bit stiff compared to the new formula. But if you haven't tried out the Macart polygels or any of their products and you're interested, then they are definitely an amazing brand. They are definitely very affordable as well, and you can use my discount code Nails by Camin for 15% off their website, and you can use this across their websites worldwide. So because it is summer and I was looking at what summer kind of nails to do, I saw this really amazing nail design on the Not Polish Instagram page, and I was immediately inspired, and I did, you know, take a lot of inspiration from that with the colors and the palm tree design that I did. So that was from Not Polish, and I will tag that design and their Instagram page below. But I also did put a little bit of my own twist on it. I did decide to kind of change it up and do the black French tip with the crystals, and I thought this would look really stunning. And I do also want to throw out there that I do have a Betsy discount code for 20% off. It's Camin1060, and that will give you 20% off. And I also have a Madam Glam discount code, which is Camin30, and that will save you 30% off their website, just because I am using their matte top coat today, which is amazing, and it worked out so well for this look, and it definitely smoothed over the little hand-drawn design that I did, which by the way I was really proud of, because I wasn't sure I was gonna pull it off, but I think my design looked pretty good, especially since I had to hand draw it a little bit. So yeah, that was definitely a little bit challenging for me, but it was definitely really worth it in the end when it just looked good. So for the thumb, I decided to do a full blue nail of the Kawaii Gang Polygel, which looked really good. And this nail I kept really simple, just because I feel like a lot of people don't see the thumb as much, so I kind of like to go a little bit more simple on the thumb. And I didn't have to encapsulate any of these nails. I just ended up encapsulating the ombre nails, because of course you don't want to file that, so it's super important that you encapsulate them. So here I am using the Macarte Clear. If you haven't tried out the Macarte Clear, it is really good, and I have used it for a long time now, so it definitely is one of the best out there in my opinion. Of course, there's some other brands that you can try out, like the To Be Glam Clay is amazing as well. You've got Glow Tips as well, but the Macarte one in particular, it has just this really good consistency, and it's just always the clearest in my opinion. So if you haven't tried out or don't know of any good clears, or you're struggling to find one and you're a beginner, then definitely try this one out. I know sometimes as a beginner it can be a little bit difficult to find the money to buy good products, but I assure you this one is definitely a good one, because I feel like clear polygels are definitely an essential that you need to have, to encapsulate, maybe even to glue on crystals or something. I feel like a clear is definitely an essential. And yeah, I feel like you guys definitely need this one. But if you guys have any suggestions of other amazing clear polygels down below, let me know. I'll definitely be very interested to know what you guys are using as well. But just so you know, To Be Glam and Madam Glam are also really good as well, if I haven't mentioned that. So if you have made it this far into the video, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you staying this long into my video and just watching. I hope you're enjoying it so far, and if you are, don't forget to hit that like button. It would really help me out. And also don't forget to subscribe. I've been really happy with my upload schedule recently. I've just been very consistent, uploading every other day, and hopefully it stays like that for a long time. And if you don't want to miss out, don't forget to hit that bell icon and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my videos. So apart from curing each finger individually, I also like to do a full 60-second cure of my entire hand in my full nail light, just to ensure that all the polygels are properly set and all the nails are really nice and hard. So this is what it looks like after I've applied my polygel. And then it's super important to wipe away the sticky layer. Here I'm just using my 90% alcohol, and then grabbing my 100 grit file, I like to go in and hand file. I love to hand file my nails. I feel like it's just such a satisfying process, and I feel like I get a lot of control when I hand file, because I can get my nail as narrow as I want to. But when I e-file, I also really love it, but it's just that sometimes I'll make a mistake and over file, because the e-file is so fast, and then I can't fix that, and then I have to go in and use polygel to fix my mistake. So it's kind of annoying to e-file sometimes. So I just like to use my hand file, and yeah, that's what I love to do. Then of course buffing the nails, very important. It removes all the scratches and gives you a very smooth finish overall. So once I'm happy with that, I go in and remove the dust and wipe the nails again, and then it's time for top coat. I really I usually always apply top coat when I have to do a nail design, just because the design goes on a lot smoother and it's easier to clean up if you make any mistakes. Today I surprisingly did not make any mistakes and I was super happy with how the design came out. So here's me just speeding through it really quick, because it kind of took me long and I didn't want this video to take forever. But as you can see, just doing these kind of palm trees, and I assume the back is supposed to be like a bit of a sunset moment. But yeah, I just thought this nail set was beautiful and it reminded me of like a nice tropical holiday somewhere, and it was just, you know, it just made me really happy to make this design. And I'm also adding like some birds in there. I thought that would be really cute. Also got that from the inspo pic, and I'm just curing that, and then I'm going in with my French tips, and I thought these looked really good. It just kind of pulled the look together a little bit, but that's just my opinion. I really love how the French tips looked in the end, and the matte background against like the really shiny crystals looked really good. And I have done this many times before where I've used the crystals against the matte, and it's just always like something that brings like a lot of attention to the nail, in my opinion, because the crystals just stand out so much more and they're so much more blingy, I guess. So yeah, that's what I did. I cured all the nails, and now I'm going in with the Madame Glam Velvet Matte Top Coat. This is a really amazing top coat if you haven't tried it already. And I'm applying those to the palm tree nails, but for these Frenchies I'm leaving it wet so that I can apply my little nail crystals and flowers. So I'm just adding like a mix. I was trying to go for a bit of like a tropical kind of vibe with like the different colored crystals and the different sizes. Yeah, I just really loved how this nail set turned out. It looked so good, especially these crystals. Like I wasn't sure if I wanted to add them, but once I did, I definitely knew it pulled like the look a lot together, a lot more, I would say. So I'm just doing like the opposite colors on each hand. I'm doing the blue flower on the pink Frenchie and the blue flower and the pink flower on the blue Frenchie, just to give it a little bit of contrast. And I'm also going in with the neon nail crystals from Betsy, and I feel like those were really beautiful to add just for a little bit more for like a pop of color. And then once I was happy with that, I kept the thumb pretty simple and did like a simple crystal. Then I'm adding my cuticle oil and rubbing that in super well. Make sure that you do this because I'm sure your cuticles are going to be very dry after doing your nails. And this is the finished look. I really love how these nails turned out. I think they're one of my favorites, honestly, for the summer. I think they came out so good. I think I'm just loving the whole matte feel to them, and the crystals, I think they just look so refreshing to me for summer. I just love the sun. And yeah, it's just stunning. Let me know what you guys think down below. I love how this set came out. I love the length, I love the shape, I love the design, I love the flowers. Everything is just perfect. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys are amazing. And don't forget to hit the like button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.